Rahubat Yasar. Welcome to another Paa Taraq reading with the Supreme Grand Council of 24 Elders. Anuki Keksen Ray. Paa Nashad will be read by Rectu Sa Hotep.
Rahubat Yasar. Anuki Rectu Sa Hotep. Anuki Dakal Pa Ashak M Papa Ut. Wu Kalal Ashak Kawan Dakal Ni. Anuki Kasamun Afaf Papa Ut. Wu Papa Ut Kawan Kasamun Afaf Ni. Anuki Wahu Ama Papa Ut. Wu Papa Ut Kawan Wahu Amani. Nukadu Naju Ama Kasamun M Papa Ut. Wu Kabub Ama Sakasun. Nukadu Kawun Kalal Pafaf Nuk Ragub Dakal Papa Ut. Kalama Ragabni Kawan Bakai Dakal Papa Ut. Anuki Yabad Bi Nafasni. Papa Ut Kawan Anuki. Papa Ut Kadu Nuk Kadu. Papa Ut Amu Nuk Amu.
Proclamation. Return to your own. Lee Koon. Learn to live for, of and by each other, Nuwapu, Nuwapians. 2. Learn to love and care for each other, Nuwapu, Nuwapians. 3. Learn to respect and trust each other, Nuwapu, Nuwapians. 4. Learn to protect and support each other, Nuwapu, Nuwapians. 5. Learn to recognize that each Nuwapu, Nuwapian is you, and you are each other, Nuwapu, Nuwapians. 6. Learn that you were once a baby, then a child, then an adult, then an elder. Remember the stages of life you passed through, and treat others the way you wish to be treated, Nuwapu, Nuwapians. 7. Learn to accept who and what you are born and your origin on this planet as a being misplaced by other than self and kind. Return to your own, Nuwapu, Nuwapians. 8. Learn to respect only those of other races who respect you for who they know you really are. The first race on this planet, the first race created, the children chosen to be born on the best and richest part of this Kawak Taha, planet Earth, Africa, as Afar, Re, Kau, Africans, Nuwapu, Nuwapians. 9. Learn to be proud and honored for your noble birth. Each one teach one. Reject what is not yours. Return what was forced upon you of foreign religions, beliefs, cultures, languages, and way of living. Live and die only for your own, Nuwapu, Nuwapians. Paa Taraq will be read by Nuntet, Nefer Tet, Sent Amuntet Pa Wahan.
Rahubat Yasar. Tonight's Paa Taraq reading will be called The Commandments on Sexual Violation. 1. Likum, Nuwapu, Nuwapians. You are the unique ones on this planet as the Nagaru, Negroid race, called Africans these days. 2. Know this and never forget it. 3. You are the deity who became mortal, and all others are mortals who seek to become a deity. 4. Do not break the link between your spiritual being and your ever-living spiritual Salafu ancestors. 5. And these are your divine commandments as Nuwapu, Nuwapians. 6. Do not be distracted by the evil race or the evil of your own race, the shadow people of any race. Wickedness is by which or what they would have you live. 7. You are deity in the flesh. 8. You will be a deity once this flesh is dematerialized. 9. You are a girl and you became a female at your first ovulation. A boy became a male at his first erection. 10. A female becomes a woman at your first orgasm. A male becomes a man at your first ejaculation. A woman becomes a mother with your first child. A man becomes a father with your first child. 11. These are your commandments to avoid the evil ones who seek to take your very soul. 12. And lead you to take your very soul and lead you into wickedness. 13. These things are wicked and must be opposed. 14. Fornication, adultery, and seduction, for they degrade motherhood. 15. Lies, disloyal and deceit, for they sear the divinity. 16. Unclean ways and lewd behavior and speech, for they corrupt the spirit, the spirit, and lead along the path of unwholesomeness. 17. Unclean and unhealthy intakes, for they cause the body disease, sickness, and illnesses of all kinds, which weaken the mind and distracts the soul. 18. By these commandments shall all Nuwapians live. 19. The worst of them is violated when the luna is full, having an effect of the human canine nature. The worst of them is also violated when the lunar is hiding, an effect on the human blood-lusting human of nocturnal habits called the vampire. 20. The children of the evils, demons, ghouls, witches, and warlocks, sorcerers, wizards of druidism, Wiccanism, and Satanism. 21. They do their evils by day and night. 22. And seek your very soul to feed 6 ether forces from beyond this world. Some came down, others come up. 23. These evil wicked forces speak to your emotions. 24. Appeal to lower desires. 25. Attract to your lust and greed. 26. By these commandments shall all Nuwabians overpower those 6 ether forces. 27. And Nuwabians shall not uncover their private parts unduly before other than one's mate, nor male before males or female, or expose them before a child. 28. A Nuwapian woman or female shall not show her nakedness to any man, male, or appear unduly unclad before any public person. 29. A Nuwapian child, being able to stand on their own and walk about, shall not go naked or uncovered, their private parts before any non-related person. 30. Neither mother nor father shall uncover themselves before their children, nor shall they permit their children to reveal their nakedness before them with sexual intent. 31. If any man touch the private parts of a male child for lust, he shall be judged by the 24 elders. 32. If any man touch the private parts of a female for lust, he shall be judged by the 24 elders. 23. If any woman touch the private parts of a female for lust, she shall be judged by the 24 elders. 24. If any adult uses a child for lust, they shall be judged by the 24 elders. 35. Any human being using an animal for lustful purposes, they shall be removed from among the tribe of Nuwabians, after being judged by Paa Taraq, the elders, and found to have committed bestiality. That person is mentally ill. 36. If any adult masturbates in public, they shall be judged by the 24 elders for doing so in public. 37. The rape to rape is wickedness. 38. To flirt with one another's mate is wickedness. 39. To lust outside mating is wickedness. 40. If a woman is married and does not choose to have sexual intercourse with her mate, he should not force himself on her. 42. If a man is married and does not choose to have sexual intercourse with his mate, she should not force herself on him. 43. They should talk about the reasons for rejections. 44. They should seek to resolve the reasons for rejection. 45. If they cannot agree on the reason for rejection, then they should bring it before the 24 elders. 46. There is to be 24 elders over the earth, Ramos Mirats. 47. If the reason for rejections, if hygienic, sanitary odor, or uncleanness, and this can cause public embarrassment to either, it shall be held in private. 48. If this cannot be settled, then the accuser has merit for rejection. 49. If the accused is unable to perform for physical reasons, it has merit. 50. If the sexual partner has contracted a sexually transmitted disease, rejection is merit. 51. And if the sexually transmitted disease was contracted after marriage and by the mate or mates, there is reason for separation and then divorce after it has been presented before the 24 elders and confirmed. 52. Adultery is merit for divorce. 53. Abuse physically is merit for divorce. 54. Abuse mentally is merit for divorce. 55. Extreme poverty is merit for divorce. 56. Intoxication and or addiction is merit for divorce. 57. Absent from home is merit for separation and then divorce after it has been presented before the 24 elders and confirmed intent. 58. Lack of support financially for family is merit for separation and then divorce after it has been presented before the 24 elders and confirmed. 59. Lack of sexual pleasure or satisfaction is merit for divorce. 60. All sexual perversion fantasies should be discussed between each other before marriage or sexual contact. 61. And if you decide because of sexual perversion and fantasies that you do not want to become mates, what you discuss between you must not be made public by slander or gossip. It's private. 62. If after marriage you uncover your mate has not disclosed a secret sexual life, you have merit for separation and then divorce after it has been confirmed. 63. If after marriage your mate reveals a change in sexual choice of gender, hormone, gender, or attraction for the same gender as themselves, you have merit for divorce. 64. When a female ovulates, she, by Wunuwup, is by nature ready to bear children and become a wife, and yet her mind has a lot to do with choices, so her parents must be consulted in this matter. 65. When a male has his erection and ejaculation, he is by nature and Wunuwap ready to father children and become a husband, yet his mind has a lot to do with choices and his abilities to support a family, so his parents must be consulted in this matter. 66. All Nuwapian girls should keep her virginity until marriage. As such, she is referred to as Yamar Tat, a princess. 67. The female is the divine seed of our race, as she holds the mitochondrial DNA. 68. The male minor is referred to as Yamar, a prince. 69. The male adult is referred to as Nisut, a mister. 70. The female adult is referred to as Nisutat, a mistress. 71. The male elder is referred to as Kamam. 72. The female elder is referred to as Kamam Tet. 73. The male Nuwapian can have up to 4 wives according to Wu Nuwap. 74. All his wives must agree and accept each other. 75. He must treat all 4 equally in all ways. 76. All their children are his children once he becomes mated. 77. For most raised under Western laws, and the system is best for a male to take and be accepted by only one wife. 78. A man should not take on a wife or wives if he is unable to fully support his family with the best of things. 79. A man should not take on more than one wife if he cannot keep all physically satisfied sexually. 80. All are equal in the household. 81. There can be more than one household if all agrees this is best for their families. 82. All Nuwapians stay out of others' personal relations and family private business. Mind your own business. 83. Too much sex is as bad as not enough sex. 84. Lust is not sex, as sex is not being lustful. 85. These are some of the commandments of sexual violations and rules. Keep them. 86. And on sex and race. 87. I have taught and often repeated that no one wins the race in racism. 88. Because at the finish line, each leaves their physical bodies behind. 89. All return to Akak, etheric beings. 90. All become Chau, spiritual beings. 91. All become vibrational beings. 92. Each vibrating according to the etheric level. 93. The highest on this physical world, 9 ether beings. 94. The Nagaru, Negroids, who is called African, the root race from whom was born a sub-race, Dravidians, who is called East Indians, who later mixed with others from 8 etheric beings became many sub-races. 95. The next on the physical world is 7 ether beings, the Mangalu, Mongoloid, who is also called Asians, their root race from whom was born a sub-race, Chinese, who are called Oriental, Far Eastern, who later mixed with others, and from 7 etheric beings became many sub-races. 96. The next on the physical world is 6 ether beings, Paa Taraq, the Caucasoid, who is also called European, their root race from whom was born. 97. Many were not accepted by them as sub-races. 98. Their wizards warned them that they were recessive genetically and would die off if they did not mix with stronger DNA. 99. So they set out world over to mix their genes with other races, yet were ordered not to mix with sub-races, an order which they did not obey. 100. And because of such acts, much disease and sickness spread around the globe. 101. There's only one divine seed, that is one unique gene strand on the planet Earth, from which all other races came: black, brown, then yellow, red to pink, pale, or leper. Each race has their own albinos. 102. Albino is not a race. It is a genetic condition and should not be called a disease. 103. The divine race is only one and is recognized by their unique hair texture, kinky, nappy, or woolly hair. 104. All others on this planet Earth are the same insofar as they don't have wabard hair. They share farar, fur, with all other creatures born on this planet. 105. This fact does not make them beasts by nature, only a part of the animal family of Taha, Earth. 106. Each race is recognized by certain traits. 107. If any race mixes with the Nagaru, the offspring Negroids, the offspring is the Nagaru, Negroid. 108. If Mongoloids mix with Nagaru, Negroids, the offspring is classified Negroid, a subrace yet Negroid. 109. Caucasoids mix with Negroids, the offspring is classified as Negroid, a subrace yet Negroid. 110. Note the female of each race and subrace holds the genetic traits by her having the mitochondrial DNA. 111. Once she mixes her DNA, she passes on her genes to that race. 112. All except the Negroid race because they hold the dominant gene, the deity gene. 113. And race or subraces who mix with Negroids become a divine. They inherit or inherit the deity genes which came down to this planet. 114. Even if they have the divine gene in them from mixing with Negroids. 115. If an Asian mixes with a Caucasoid, there is a genetic circle, and the Asian female's DNA is dominated. The offspring is Asiatic, tribal. Names are not a race. 116. Location is not a race. Religious titles are not a race. A nation is not a race. 117. Human beings and human animals, as well as human beasts, have moved all over the planet and have mixed their seed by will or by rape. 118. No one wins the race in racism, an evil action created by Caucasoid race out of fear of elimination of a race. 119. This fear is in fact working against them. 120. Their racism will be the cause of their own destruction. If they don't mix, they will fade genetically out of existence. To them, racism is a disease. 121. Love and attraction does not know race because they are not physical. 122. They are actions. Love can be forced upon you by physical attraction, taught to you by the media as to who is attractive, who is sexy, and as to who is beautiful. 123. This is done when you are a child and open to brain influence. Much of this has been done to the divine race of Negroids as well as Mongoloids by the Caucasoids, who used the media to enforce their own image as well as their image as Katat, God, Son of God. This implanted in the minds of others makes it seem all right to want to live in the image of the beast, as he is in the image of the Son of God. 124. So Gatat, God, must look like his son, and they show the mother of the son as Caucasoid. 125. The angels of Caucasoids, the apostle, the prophet, and always the devil as dark or black. 126. This has been done for many years and implanted in the minds of other races. 127. If you wish to succeed in life, you must look like a Caucasoid or subraces. You must worship their image of God or son of God or mother of God. 128. This is why so many try to look like Caucasoids, act like Caucasoids, talk like Caucasoids, and deny their divine, unique selves, Negroids. 129. On sexual gender, make note, and all forms of homophobia were born in the Torah, Bible, and Quran of the Aramic or Abrahamic religion. 130. Not before then, and they were created by a man. The writing of Leviticus, Wayikra laws of the Chaldean Levite tribe of Kohain priests, children of Jacob, son of Isaac, and the people of these tribes claim it was given to a Levite man named Musa, who they claim was born in 1250 BC. 131, which makes the Torah of the Jews, who are not a race. 132, the name Hebrew is not a race, it is an event. 133, the name Chaldean is not a race of people. Chaldean is a location. 134, Israelite is not a race. Israel was a title given to a person, never proven to have even existed, as recorded in the Torah, Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. 135, the Torah has not been confirmed truth by any doubt. 136, the persons mentioned within its schools are covers. 137, not proven to have ever existed beyond any doubt. 138, so the stories found in the Torah have not been confirmed. 139, all of them, each of them. 140, so the story as found in the so-called book Genesis, Bereshit, was only created some 1250 years ago, such as Genesis 19, which speaks of two cities, Sodom and Gomorrah. 141. This was repeated yet changed in another Hebrew story as found in the book of Judges, also chapter 19, also called Shephethim. 142. So the same story with different people at a different time and place. 143. Proving it is not a true story behind any doubt. 144. They have been mistranslated and wrongly interpreted by deceivers who suffer from homophobia. 145. Passed on to the New Testament gospel by a deformed man named Paul, an Israelite convert to Christianity, also called Saul, born 10 AD to 67 AD, at Tarsus of Cilicia, who wrote his own books included in the New Testament. 146. He included what he studied in the Torah with Sodom, and he interpreted it as homosexual acts as a sin. 147. And this was passed on to a man named Ahmed. 148. The prophet of the religion of Islamism, created in 610 AD. 149. He took most of his books, the Quran, from Jewish and Christian records, both of which have not been confirmed beyond any doubt. 150. So the same applies to the Muslim, Mohammedan book, the Quran. 151. All are based on the stories of the Torah of the Hebrews. 152. In this book is that which claims a certain group of people was the chosen people, the Chaldeans. 153. It also included racism and hate between created beings, as found in Genesis 3:15. Hate put between them and their creator God, the father of hate in this story. 154. Remember, it's only 1250 BC, which is 2,361 years old. 155. These religions have their conflict because faith, religion versus facts, science. 156. And mostly genetic science, biology, and on the chromosomes, hormones, and reproduction in the womb, how and why. 157. In religion, they live by two extremes, wawad, good, and dawa, evil. 158. Two ends of existence, life and death. They don't see life, a living between. 159. So they don't recognize the fact of stages of life. No extremes without all between them. 160. Not just hot and cold, without warm and cool, and all stages in between. 161. The same with gender in both humans and animals. 162. They are not all male genes. He has X, Y, both. 163. Hermaphrodites exist in both human and animals. 164. What is called homosexuality activity happens between animals. 165. Many are born a male physical body yet female spirit. 166. Many are born with a female physical body. 167. Yet with a male spirit and all the stages in between. 168. When you study the facts, you find out that nature is not black and white. 169. Nature is not bad, good, and bad. 170. Nature is not body and matter. 171. In fact, nature is circular insofar as gender, also as you have Amun-Re, dust, the west, the southward to Anun-Re, on up to Atum-Re, dust, east, physical creation. 172. You then have from Atum-Re, dawn, east, on up northward to Atun-Re, high, noon, north, on over, and downward back to Amun-Re, the west. 173. The circle of physical in that you all agree that a physical person also has something on the inside of them called spirit or soul or both. 174. So also in that you all agree that a physical person also has something on the inside of them called spirit, soul, or both. 175. Yet you have body and spirit, two beings. 176. And they both make up your personality. 177. Who you are on the inside and what you are on the inside. 178. And how you think is not always how you feel. 179. How you act outside is not always how you feel inside. 180. This is the same with genetics and gender. 181. There are not only two extremes, male XY and female XX. 182. There is XYX, hermaphrodite, and YXY, hermaphrodite, and many more in between being abused. 183. Because of the Torah, the Bible, and Quranic religious faith and belief is not medical facts. 184. In ancient times, who or what is called gay today were the gatekeepers, the guardians, because their physical being could vibrate on a double resonance, echoing, resounding on resonant frequency. 185. Each person's body vibrates on only one tone, key, or voice. 186. Yet they have both male and female or male chromosomes vibrating inside of them. 187. So they link from a universe one to dual verse, and four of them make an omniverse where the multiverses meet. 188. And there is the gateway to other dimensions. 189. All meet there is the gateways to other dimensions. 190. All meet in the center with the golden child, an incarnated one. Tawakum, yes sir.
I have been with you because I love you all. I am Zeti, Zetri, Jedi, Pa Manso, Nado, Amun Nabab, Rea, Akhak, Pata, Zetri. I will soon depart from you. I incarnate from time to time to renew our timeline. I am here which is there now. My time to depart is near, so I only wish you knew who I was to you. I will return again and again. Look for me in the wind. Look for me in the waters. Look for me in the soil. Look for me in your dreams. I will reincarnate again when needed. This is my findings. They look at me, yet they don't see the real me. They listen to me, yet they don't hear what I am really saying. They have touched me, and still they were not able to feel me. They have kissed me, yet they did not love me. They were born of my genes, yet they are not my child. They followed me, yet not close enough. They came to me, yet they did not stay. They smiled with me, yet they did not mean it. They greeted me, yet and still never meant it.
Please tune in every shadow at 8 p.m. for another Paa Taraq, at 9 a.m., 3 p.m., 9 p.m. for chanting with the Supreme Grand Council of 24 Elders. Wada'u, yes sir.